This is the Homeschool Dad reporting live from the family homeless shelter. And I found some interesting news regarding how states may be wanting to incorporate a Doge-like committees in a state near you. But this is happening in the state where I reside in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I find it quite interesting. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the video. I'm going to be reading this article. It's from the Daily Post. And Senator Block proposes Doge-like office for New Mexico. And this Doge-like office may be coming to the city where you live in, or the proposal may be coming. Um, The freshman Rio Rancho Republican dropped a bill Tuesday to create government accountability to taxpayer office, which would essentially be New Mexico's version of the Federal Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge. It really came about from seeing all the vast amount of fraud, waste, and abuse coming out of Doge at the federal government, which is what we're seeing. And I firmly believe there's money being wasted here in New Mexico as well, Block said during an interview in his office, where the decor includes a red and white Make America Great Again hat and a coffee table book-sized copy of letters to Trump. Block noted that the state's government budget has grown exponentially in recent years, leading to potential shenanigans that have gone unnoticed. A few days ago, we tried to make an amendment on a campaign finance bill related to transparency for lawmakers, Block said, adding it sought to shed light on legislators who have contracts with the state. The proposed amendment was shot down, he said. What I heard was if you have a contract that is over $5,000, it has to be reported. But how many people have contracts under $5,000? Asked Block, a former Sandoval County commissioner who is serving his first term in the legislature. I think the people of New Mexico deserve to know which lawmakers are serving in the legislature that are making laws and have contracts with the state, he said. Block's measures Senate Bill 484 would create the Taxpayers Accountability Office, in which the executive branch as an adjudicate agency with the chief executives and administrative officers who would be appointed by the governor with the advice and consent of the state senate. The duties of the office would include conducting performance audits and state agencies and programs, recommending improvements in government operations to increase efficiency and reduce waste, and monitoring the implementation of its recommendations. As whether the agency would duplicate the duties of the state auditor's office, Block said there might be some duplication, but the agency he is proposing would delve deeper. This office will go into all departments and scrub the books, he said, adding the federal government has various oversight agencies such as the U.S. Government Accountability Office and multiple offices of audits. With tech billionaire Elon Musk is reportedly in charge of Doge, Block said he's confident New Mexico has or can attract the talent to ferret out fraud, waste, and abuse in the state government. I would hope that he would set it up very similar to what we're seeing now in the federal government, he said. We have very, very smart young adults in college that are software engineers, that are AI savvy, that can go in and look at all these systems and see where the money is and what we're spending money on. Block pointed out the state government has been rocked by financial scandal. How many times have we heard from people like, uh, they're wasting my tax dollars all the time? We had scandals. Stapleton is a prime example, he said, referring to former Representative Cheryl Williams Stapleton, who is accused of funneling public money for her own gain while working as an administrator at the Albuquerque Public Schools. We're just trying to be as transparent and efficient as possible for the taxpayers of New Mexico, he said. Although he believes in his bill, Block said the odds of it gaining support from Democrats are zero. You have to try, he said. The people put up, the people put us up here to try to make things better. Now, fraud is rampant all across the nation, in the federal government and state governments that fund agencies, nonprofit organizations, such as the organization that I am suing currently in the court system. And the city of Albuquerque is a defendant in this case, and they filed a cross claim to sue the nonprofit organization Housing Voucher Agency that terminated my housing voucher because I complained of living in substandard conditions, structural, electrical, water damage, and high toxic mold counts. I was told that I would be moved, me and my family would be moved out of the unit, but we were not. Instead, we were discriminated and retaliated against. And no agency in the state or city came to my aid, so I had to go pro se and sue these individuals. And when agencies have this power with no oversight from the city and there's no transparency and accountability, they can make the people that they say they're trying to service lives miserable. And no one would be looking into the matter. And they have policies and regulations and contracts that are just uh, uh, not justified to be providing services. They count on the ignorance of homeless individuals. They have these stereotypes that uh, the homeless won't read the contracts. The homeless won't speak up for themselves because they would be scared of losing their housing. Well, I rather speak up and lose my housing versus being sheltered and in a substandard housing situation. This is the homeschool dev. If you'd like to reply, leave a comment in the section below, and I'll see you in the next video.